Second race on the Friday card is the Radix Health County Handicap Hurdle, a Grade 3, again over 2 mile and 1. To me, it looks a very open race, and that's how realistically it's going to be described as throughout. However, I do have a couple that I do like in this market, and we'll cover those off as we go. Current favourite is Max Dynamite for Willie Mullins at 8 to 1, carrying 10 stone 11. The last run over hurdles when he was 9th out of 20 at 7 to 2 favourite in August 2017 at Galway. He weakened during the run-in, and the ground was unyielding ground, so it did get quite soft, and that was over 2 miles as well, so you can see that he has got to step up another furlong in distance today, and the ground might be going against him. I'm struggling to work out. Yes, he's carrying 10 stone 11. He has got more to carry than most. He's got more to carry than some of my market favourites in here for me. So for me, he has got a lot to find. The second horse in is Ollie Murphy's Hunter's Call, 8 to 1 currently trading at carrying 10 stone 7. Ollie Murphy seems to do really well with handicappers, so for me this horse is going to prove very prominent throughout the race. I expect it probably to go off as favourite, to be honest as well. I've got to tip up Ollie Murphy. Just up there, if we walk up the canal, we get to Wilmcote. That's where Ollie Murphy currently trains at his new base, so you've got to look after your local trainers really as well. He won a Grade 3 at Ascot Redley on good soft ground by 3 lengths in a race that included the likes of Verdana Blue, Bleuet and Bleuet Rouge. So you can see that form line, again, if you take those two horses apart and look at exactly what they've done, that appears to be quite strong as well. He's a player in here, especially with Ollie Murphy, especially that Ollie Murphy is also in good form. He's been having a few winners on the all-weather as well, so he's certainly a young and upcoming trainer. Just got some more horses off his mum as well now that she's retired. So again, Ollie Murphy's going to be a trainer to follow over the coming years in my opinion, and that's why I'll be following Hunter's Call in this race. The next one in here is 12 to 1 for Willie Mullins. Now this is Duke de Neves. Again, he's carrying 11 stone 4. We have previously mentioned him on other days, so I'm not really going to go a lot into it. He has got a lot of entries. He's not weighted really to run in here, as he would be effectively one of the top weights in here, so I don't expect him to be part of this race. Ben Pauling has a horse in here at 14 to 1. He's carrying 11 stone 1, and this is a hairbreadth. He's had one start this season, and he was a listed hurdle winner at Sandown by half a length. So you can see that he was forging ahead in the last 100 yards of that race at 8 to 1. He was 7th in the Arkle last year, so the form lines at Cheltenham do appear quite strong. He wasn't in the race to win the Arkle, so it was a pretty good run on the whole of it. So he could feature in the finish of this race alone. Sands End is another one for Willie Mullins in the market at 14 to 1, carrying 11 stone 1. He won on his distance starts over in France and in Ireland. Now we know over in France the ground does get really soft and really testing, so I think that could come into the horse and could help this horse out when it comes to Cheltenham this year, especially if heavy features, especially on a Friday after it's had previously 21 plus today's racing already on it, so it could help it a long way. He did beat Forge Meadow last time, and Forge Meadow has come out and since won again. So you can see that when you look at it and see that the seconds come out and won the race that you won, that again, form line does appear to be quite strong, so I expect Sands End to play a part as well. Whether or not it will win the race or come second or third, I don't know, but again, I'd expect it to be somewhere in and around there towards the finish. The last horse that we're going to talk about in this race is Dio Justraval for Willie Mullins, again at 14 to 1, carrying 10 stone 6. So you can see that he's carrying one of the lower weights in here, so he is weighted to run quite well here. Only one horse actually does carry less weight than this one, so like I say, carrying the least weight around Cheltenham on testing ground could prove very, very vital. He won at Tremor on Hurdle's debut on heavy ground. He was made to work hard. He was 4 to 7 on favourite. He won the race by 3/4 of a length, so you can see that again on heavy ground in Ireland we know that can be proving very testing, especially at the likes of Tremor as well on what's not classed as a flat track. So that does look quite strong. He was second in February when he was 9 to 1 in a 28 runner field, so you can see that he's certainly got a little bit of class about him to run that well in such a big field. He was only beaten 1 1/4 lengths in the race as well, so it does look quite nice for this horse to be running on second bottom weight. I'd expect it to be making the frame for me. The horse that I'd be backing in this race is definitely going to be Hunter's Call for Ollie Murphy. I do think it will do really well, especially, like I say, with Ollie Murphy being local and in good form as well. Don't really want to say a lot more else about this race. Like I did say at the start, it is very open. And that's all we're going to say about this race, and we will now move on to the third race on the card.